So I was planning to work on this London city today. I have to remount this little hole so my new capacitors would fit. But I really don't have much time today, so instead of doing that and videoing that process, I'd like to take a minute to introduce you to Scrappy. And Scrappy is just going to be a Fender Champ type schematic I wanted to build with junk I had laying around. I have a lot of old radios and such that sometimes I fix them up and sometimes I just rip them apart for the parts, like this little output transformer here. It's the writing is on the other side. That output transformer right here came out of a Vega-phone radio console. It's made with a, let's see if we can get this to focus. Not really. I don't know why. There we go. It has a 7,000 ohm primary, so it's mainly usable with an EL84 or anything with a rim lock, EL41s, and it's a 4 ohm output. This is a it came out of an RS K515 KY515, and it's it will provide 2 times 300 volts with a center tap. It has no center tap for the 6 volts, but we'll make an artificial one. This pot potentiometer also came out of the Vega-phone radio. It has an on-off switch. This jack output, I don't know where I got that from, but I got a whole bunch of them. On the back we have a hole for the power cord, and here we have the output, and here we have a hole inside this chassis, and that's what's interesting about this chassis. This chassis was actually a part of a multicore cable. It's actually upside down now. It has to, normally it would go the other side up, and it would have a plate in there with all sorts of microphone inputs that would go into one big fat cable and go to a mixer or something. But I didn't use it for that, and the cable was messed up, so I scrapped the cable and kept these little chassis boxes. I have 2 of them, so Scrappy is just the first one I'm going to try this with. See what happens. See if I can open this bag with one hand. Probably can't, but come on. So these aren't the actual tubes I'm going to use with them, but this will act as our rectifier. This is actually a good tube. It's an EL84 telephone good. I might use that. And this is, I don't know what the hell this is. I think it's a radio tube, but it's about the same size. Maybe it's an ECC 85. I don't know. But that is going to double as our preamp tube for our little mock-up. And I still have a couple of parts in here, such as tube sockets, a pilot light, and that was fun. I didn't have a pilot light, so I decided to rip one out of the radio, and I'm thinking of mounting it right here, so it would look to be a part of our tubes, but I'm not sure about that yet. I think it would be so bright it would take away from the glow of the tubes, but yeah, anyway, I'm not sure about that one. But the idea behind this amp is I also have a couple of terminal strips, also salvaged from the Wegaphone radio, that I'm planning to mount on the inside right here behind the tubes, and go for our signal path, go straight into one half of our 12AX7, come out to the volume pot, go back into the second half of our 12AX7, into our EL84 to our output transformer, to our output on the back. And I'm hoping that I can find a couple of canned capacitors that would read 16 plus 16 and 10 plus 10, so I could have those on top and yeah, really make this thing a point to point. I do have a turret, I do have turret boards and turrets, but I was trying to make this one a real point to point amplifier. So, but anyway, yeah, it's fun. See you next time.